Greetings YouTube and welcome to the Blue Corner and to a discussion type video, I guess, as what the title is asking is, well, how do I Yang Bling? And what I mean by that is, a long time ago someone asked me if I would ever pick up this deck because they're worms, they're dragon-like monsters, even though they're not dragons, so they don't work with Master Dragon and Castle Dragon Souls, and most importantly the rulers, which is a good thing. And at the time I was going to say no because the Yang Bling were rather expensive. I mean, look at all these guys. They're super at minimum, their trap cards ultra, their draw spells a secret, Baxia is a secret or an ulti. However, the deck ended up flopping over here as expected because Shadows were just better. Vanity's Infinite is being played in triples right now, and some other host of problems that I'll get to in a bit. So, I ended up like, nope, gonna pass. However, a friend of mine decided that he would be willing to sell his core for 150 bucks, and I figured, you know what, let's go after it then. 150 bucks is a lot better than the 300 that it was initially projected at least if I was going to buy it on set release. And so I now have a Yang Bling core, and I'm wondering, what can I really do with these guys? One of my other friends has a Yang Bling deck, and after watching him play, I noticed definitely some things I didn't care about when it comes to this deck. Number one is that they're really, really passive. Like, you're setting monsters, hoping your opponent attacks into them so that they can special summon another dude. Chi-Wen can then special summon stuff in the graveyard. Creation can then special summon a guy in the deck. But this hinges on your opponent blowing up your cards. And against a competent player who knows you're playing Yang Bling, they're going to be like, no, I'll just sit here and build up my resources until I can flip up an emptiness to shut your play off, make a dweller so they don't trigger, or make a cast talisman in the back of the deck, and etc, etc, etc. So that's one thing I don't like. Secondly is, if they do that, then they're just going to wait until you put all your resources into a synchro and then just kill it there. You gave up 3 monsters because making Baxia is probably going to require Chi-Wen, the Earth, and the Fire, which is 3 cards. He'll spin away 3 things, sure, but then he dies and you don't get anything in return for it. And it's this lack of aggressiveness that makes me want to consider other options to try and do things with these guys. Because they have some really good effects. I mean, one of them makes them immune to spells, one of them makes them immune to traps, one of them makes them unable to be killed in battle, and the other one makes them 500 points stronger. And a 3000 attack Stardust Spark is no joke. Plus, they've got a Pot of Avarice, and Baxia is pretty good too. So, this deck needs to have a good sub-engine, and I've got a couple ideas for them as displayed on this mat, and I'll go over their merits. So, the first idea I got is actually from watching Yu-Gi-Oh! For Real Men's video with his Cosmic Dragons, and he was running things like the full playset of Creation, the other Yang Bling trap card, Cloak and Dagger to call things like El Shadow Winda, and then the crutch of it all, Magic Planter. This card sends a face-up continuous trap card from the field to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. So it has the neat ability of turning off certain floodgate cards like Skill Drain, Vanity's Emptiness, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, Cloak and Dagger if it's no longer useful, Royal Decree, which is actually something that can help deal with the whole issue of Vanity's Emptiness kind of just shitting on these guys. You flip up Decree to turn off their emptiness, you make your big synchro play, and then you Magic Planter these cards off. I got a playset of these things actually because I plan on siding anti-spell fragments for the Clyporth matchup, and if I need to use my spells, I can just flip this up and then pop it off, draw 2 and whatever. So that's one idea I had, is just running some really powerful continuous trap cards like these guys, Call the Haunted, Emptiness, World Decree, Skill Drain, and just sacking them off of Planter for when I want to do my plays, and I can just flip up another one during the next turn. These also work rather nicely alongside Supply Squad, which is not pictured here because I'm kind of not sure if I want to run it. The issue is with Supply Squad is, sure, I get a draw from when my monsters die, but I want my monsters to be in the deck to special summon. I don't want to actually draw them, which is not good. Second idea, and another commonly, I'm pretty sure one of the first ones people thought of, is the Masked Chameleon engine. This guy can special summon back the Fire and the Earth dude because they both have 0 defense. So it's a 1-card synchro, Stardust, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Thought Ruler, Black Rose. Yeah, I talked about Black Rose. What is? I'm trying to think of actually the level 7 Synchros pool that we have right now, and how not very many there are that are worthwhile playing. I mean, there is Scrap Archfiend if you want to make it unaffected by traps. Yeah, that's no. Although Ancient Fairy Dragon becomes slightly better in the case of the Clyforth matchup because you can just pop off your field spell. Although I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But problem is Mass Chameleon is not searchable unless you make King of the Fair Limbs. But as an Xyz monster, that I don't know if I could fit into an already packed tight extra deck. Next option is a Mathematician slash 1-for-1 engine. Mathematician has the ability to dump a lot of good things in the graveyard. A Yang Zing if you want a Chi-Win actually. Level Eater, Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. This is one of the first cards I thought of when it came to building a more aggressive version of these guys. As you can just put this in the graveyard, and then you can just summon any one of these. They won't attack it because they know if they do, they'll do their thing. So you can just nom on it during the end phase, get a level 4 non-tuner to work with, and just pull out the tuner monster, and you already have access to Armades off of just that, in addition to whatever else you may have. Like if you have a creation down with that, then you could just pop off a Sueni, and then special summon Chi-Win, and then using creation you can special summon out Bixie. So I already have 1, 2, so that's 3 plus this, so you already have level 7, so you can make a Black Rose that's unaffected by traps, which is pretty nice, so you can nuke their board. In addition to just being a 1500 beater, it's an Earth, so this plus some other stuff will let you do some things. So it's dumpable through Mathematician. Level Eater, this one's pretty well known too. The Level Eater loop with Baxia. You minus Baxia, then you pop Level Eater for Chi-Win, and then you minus Baxia again. Baxia is 6, Chi-Win's 1, this is 1. So you can go into another Baxia, spin 2 cards, and just repeat. Don't know how viable this will really be, but it is an option. Not pictured here are Glow Up Bulb and Spore, the plant engine. Waiting actually on the Glow Up Bulb reprint that has been confirmed for 5D's Legendary Collection. I like the idea of having Glow Up Bulb be able to work with these guys as another tuner. It's searchable through 1-for-1, dumpable through Mathematician, and searchable through Lone Fire, and then because you're running Plant, you can run Dandy and Spore. So it seems like a really good sub-mission to go with these guys. It allows you to do some more aggressive stuff. And it's one I'll probably try out as once I get my hands on those needed cards. And then the last engine I thought of was a Psychic engine using Emergency Teleport because it's at 3. And you have some good targets for Emergency Teleport. You've got Psychic Commander as a level 3, Psychic Jumper as a level 2, and Recover as a level 1. All 3 are Earth, which is good because they allow you to access some specific synchros. Remember, we have a level 3 Earth non-tuner monster, so with Psychic Commander and Bian, you can make Naturia Barkion. And then with Psychic Commander, with Psychic Jumper and Bian, you can make a Naturia Beast. And Bian's effect is your monster cannot be killed in battle. So a Naturia Beast and Barkion that can't be run over and are just going to sit there and get your opponent shit, that actually is really potent. So I like these guys for that. And then Recover is just your level 1 Earth non-tuner, which can work if you splash it in with some other stuff. Like, I kind of like the idea of just running the one-off Archfiend Eater regardless of any build that I run, just because this is a level 1, so, I mean, this is level 4 Earth, so this plus Recover is level 5, and I can just nom on my guy, special summon this, Emergency Teleport out a Recover, go into Nat Beast, and I still have my normal summon for the turn, which is the one thing about E-Tele that I like, is I can do these stuff with my Yang Zings and I'm floating, while still having access to my normal summon. So, those are what I can think of off the top of my head. Right now, I'm probably going to try experimenting with the Psychic engine just because it's the one I have the most access to. And after that, maybe the Magic Planter plus Floodgate engine. And hopefully, within a month when we get the 5D's Legendary Collection, I'm able to pick up another Glow Ball. And then I can try out the Plant engine. I'm not too sure about the Mass Chameleon engine. I have 6 of these for some reason, so yeah, I might as well give them a shot. And in addition, I'm not sure what kind of other spells I want to be running in here, just because I could go really trap heavy and just run the certain spells that I kind of need, like just 3 Magic Planter, 3 MST, 3 Path, and that's really all I can think of off the top of my head. Mind Control obviously sounds really strong here just because you can take their guys. And yeah, that's just all I can really think of off the top of my head. Like, this is what I've come to after just like the last week of just thinking over, I have these cards, what can I do? But that's why I'm asking you guys, Yang Bling players who've been playing with this deck since it's been on Dev Pro, what say you? What have you found to be successful in this format? Because I'm looking for something that I can not only play for fun on the side, but also actually give myself a good chance against like the established tier, Burning Abyss, Atellar Knights, Shadows, and whatever else people think are going to be tier 1, like Plant Synchro. That's apparently coming back with the Gigabyte build. So yeah, by all means, give me your thoughts on Yang Bling. What have any of you guys been doing? What do you guys think of my ideas? Do you like the option of Magic Planter or E-Telly or the Plant Engine? Or should I just continue trying to play it pure and just figuring out ways to work around the bad matchups? Because, let's be honest, if they drop a Winda and I don't have a way to negate it or put it face down, I'm probably going to lose. That being said, thank you all for watching. Until next time, this is BlueStar899. And the Yang Bling signing out.